My name is Christopher Valdez, and this summer I worked on optimizing a setup coupling electrochemical and fluorescent microscopies. My lab currently has a setup that combines an electrochemical microscope with a fluorescence one, which allows scientists to study a molecule's fluorescent properties such as fluorescence intensity, stationary emission spectroscopy, and lifetime measurements, while applying an electric field via a UME, or ultramicro electrode. Despite this, however, there is no efficient way of recording data from the setup, so I focused on developing a system to do so via master-slave synchronization. Master-slave synchronization basically designates one machine as the master in order to control and monitor other softwares and hardwares known as the slaves. In this setup, we used a potentiostat called VersaStat4, or V4 for short, as our master and our S2000 spectrometer as our slave. We started off by figuring out how to externally trigger our S2000 spectrometer and found that by using specific pins on an auxiliary interface, we can send a 5-volt trigger and cause the spectrometer to start acquiring data. But we want to use LabVIEW to trigger the spectrometer instead. You see, we're working with 3 types of signals: clock signals, synchronous signals, and asynchronous signals. Clocks are periodic square signals that provide a sampling frequency, so they remain constant during acquisition time. Synchronous signals are in line and correlated to these clock signals, and asynchronous signals aren't. So by using synchronous signals, the time recorded between acquired data is the same. As a result, what we want to do is that we want to have V4 trigger a LabVIEW program to generate a clock frequency that can trigger and monitor the spectrometer acquisition. That way, we're not only able to acquire spectra in a controlled manner, but we're also able to synchronize other devices to the same signal as well, such as a CCD detector that my lab will use in the future. In the meantime, my time in the lab has come to an end. Thank you guys so much for watching, and au revoir!